All right, we're live on YouTube. Hello, and we are live on YouTube. I'm gonna hit the record. Live on YouTube. Can we get to live on Facebook? Okay, well, we're not going to be live on Facebook today. I'm so sorry, everyone. My connection will not work. If you're watching this on Facebook, it's going to be a replay. I apologize. It's all right. Welcome, everyone, to day one of Through the Looking class. Escape the matrix and build your online empire, staking your claim in the digital space. My name is Coach Lacy, and I am so happy that you're here. I am the founder and CEO, creative director of Morning Moon Digital Media, coaching and consulting agency, and mercantile shop. Today, I am coming at you, whether on replay or live on YouTube, with a 3-day masterclass. This 3-day masterclass fits perfectly with the circle of life, which is what we build our wellness foundations on. If you are in the Rise and Shine with Morning Moon Facebook group, you will know all about the foundations checklist. We anchor in using our daily foundations and using that checklist. So if you're not in Rise and Shine with Morning Moon, you want to make sure to join that group on Facebook. Again, it's called Rise and Shine with Morning Moon. So today we are going to specifically focus on extracting your gifts. And this event, I wanted to do this today because I have a lot of people who are coming to me with questions about different platforms, people who are working full-time jobs. I have friends that are teachers. I have friends that work in the PUD. I have friends that work in different industries, medical industry, folks who own boutiques all over the world who work full-time jobs, and they're just feeling really disconnected to their purpose in life, and they're ready to break free of that and move into a more purpose-filled way of living, right? Because if you're not thriving in these areas, the career, the money, creativity, purpose, community, if these areas are not thriving, your purpose is going to be left to chance, right? And so we don't want to have things just be put off into left to chance into another, so that we might just wait another season for our idea to come, right? And so today I have a special, I have a couple of you joining. Right now I have a special guest with me, and that's Autumn. Autumn is my client, and we are working to help her develop her unique gifts. And so there will be moments in the session today that I'm going to be asking some questions. And if you want to chime in, you can chime in. If you want to just type your answers out in the comment section, you certainly can. But Autumn, we're gonna use you as an example today to answer some of these prompts and help people to kind of dig in a little deeper and think about these things for themselves. Since you showed up live and you're here with us, are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So how about this? Why don't you introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about what is your dream and what it is you want to do with this one beautiful life you have.
My dream is to get 80 head of cows, 80 plus head of cows, to really just grow a business that can add value to people's world and to be of service to people that is a solid business, along with my cows and along with my goats. I currently have 4 goats now. I had to remember I got a baby a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I love it. I
So that
love
is just the general purpose for me right now. It's just and to help pay off some of my bills and help fund my new road course, which I want, and to fund some things. So that's just the general short of it. And sorry, this is my
awesome.
first ever live, so I'm
No, I
starting.
love it. No, that's great. That is why we're here, and that's we're doing this. I am here. Morning Moon exists for people like you. Morning Moon is for the normal person. Morning Moon is for the people who have a dream and don't know how to execute it. So over the next 3 days, I'm going to help you guys extract your unique gifts, turn them into profitable business ideas, choose the right platform to build your online presence, and create a simple blueprint that helps you start making money online without all the overwhelm. There's so many different schools of thought out there that sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming. And I'm just here to clear that up and create a simple roadmap for you all so that you can actually execute your dreams. It's one step, one bite, one breath at a time. So before we get started, I want you guys to find a comfortable spot, grab a notebook. I'm going to let my dog out because he's asking, and then I'm going to let a couple people into the room. I've had a few folks who want to join us, so I will let them in. I'm going to send out the link. I'm going to give everybody a moment to get some water, a pen, and a paper, and we'll get started, okay? One sec. Come on. Okay. All right, so we might be having some people join us a little late, but that's okay. This will be going on for about an hour. All right. We'll go ahead and let everybody know that we can't be live on Facebook today. Silly, silly Zoom. I tried everything. Okay. Edit this out. Okay, guys. So, your dreams. What's it like to have a dream? Do we even know what it's like to have a dream, right? Like to have a dream. Here's the truth about it. You already have everything that you need inside to start your empire, right? You have it already here. It's just a matter of extracting your gifts and turning them into something that actually sells and something that's tangible. Sometimes we don't even know what our gifts are, and actually being able to identify them and put them into something tangible, that's not always very easy. So how do you do that, right? How do you extract those gifts? Do you have a pen and paper, everyone? Autumn, I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and we are going to go through these questions. And if you're following along on a replay or you are following along live with us here, you can just type these answers into the chat or just write them in your journal. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right. So, what skills do people already come to you for?
I really have no skills that people come to me for. I'm sorry, that's not a good answer.
No, let's think about this. Like, okay, woo, let's think about this a little bit.
Sorry, Lacy. I wish I was a better person.
No, stop. You're the perfect person. Stop. This is for the normal person. You're a normal person, are you not? Are you the regular person? This class is not for the existing health coach or the person that's staked their claim online. We already like have done some of this work. This is for someone just like you. So let me rephrase this question. When people come to you and ask you for advice in the past, whether it's been a time before or any time recently that you can think of, if there is something that someone was going to come to you specifically for advice, what would that be? Or what has it been?
The biggest thing that people know is that if they're in, like, if they just need someone to help them run a project or help them be supported, that they can come to me. Like, I was my aunt's caregiver for a little bit, and it seemed like I was always the one that got requested to do the errands or stuff like that. And that's, yeah,
So you're a support role.
yeah, I've always been really the supporter of people.
Okay.
I've always been like the one that kind of could, do stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So in a support role, as an assistant support cheerleader, what skill sets and education have you gathered over the years that you can couple that assistance and helping people and being a caretaker? How can you couple something that you've learned over the years? What's something you've been working on that might be in your spare time, that might be something, a passion project? Do you do courses? What is it? Have you gone to school? Is there something you've learned that other people know or other people don't know that you know a lot about?
I've really started recently doing tons of courses on social media and
Okay.
about Meta and about
Okay.
Facebook and about all of that stuff. And then also I've been doing the courses on trying to figure out how to open up my digital marketing
Yes.
business. business. And so between all that, yeah, I've worked
Yes.
1 whole month solid on all about Facebook. And so now I kind of understand the more of the
Good.
inside
That's exciting. That's exciting. Okay. So you could couple your skills of being a helper with your newfound information about how to run Meta, right?
yeah.
So, but there's another missing piece here, right? We have to have one more piece in order to make the gold for the dream. That's the passion. What are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? Oof, I can't talk. What are you passionate about, Autumn?
My favorite thing I love so far I've learned is how to like what am I I love the intricacies of Facebook. Like when I like reverse the role when I'm doing digital marketing, figuring out if you're a good client fit for me. I love asking you the questions.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So you're excited by learning more about others. It sounds to me like you love people. You love to help and you are excited to learn more about others and extract their gifts, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
some ways, probably Lacey, if you want me to be brutally honest, probably I'd be a better virtual assistant to you, probably than what I'm doing. And that's somebody.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay, so back up. You're you're thinking that you would like virtual assistants. So you're has
kind of
that
like
ever
that.
even been a possibility? Has that been something you've even considered?
Yeah, that's something I've kind of been lately toying around is doing some like digital marketing mixed with virtual assistant to somebody like
Mhm,
you.
mhm.
I'm sorry, I like to use examples, so I'll
Yeah,
do
do
some
it. Yeah.
you or someone like Melanie, like help you guys run your ads, help
Mhm,
you
mhm,
digital do
mhm.
a combination of digital marketing, digital assistant.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. We've got the you just took that dream, that extraction of your gifts. That was a example of extracting your gift, of what we asked the right questions, right? So the questions were, if you're watching the replay, what skills do people already come to you for? Okay. So write this down if you're watching the replay. What skills do people already come to you for? Is it advice, a specific skill, or knowledge that you have gathered over the years? So again, the question was, what skills do people already come to you for? Write your answers in the chat. Is it advice, a specific skill, or knowledge that you've gathered over the years? Okay. Type that out in the chat. Write it in your journal. The next thing is, what are you passionate about? That's the third, that's the magic sauce that will make everything come together. What are you passionate about that you could talk about for hours and hours and hours without getting tired? For me, it's wellness. I could go on and on for days and days and days until the end of time about wellness. I could just go on and on and on and on and on and on, right? So you have to find those things. So write those down. In your notebook, I want you all to write this down and in the comments. Skill, what are you naturally good at? Passion, what do you love to do, even for free? Would you do this for free? I know I would do this for free. Problem, what challenges can you help solve for others? Okay. So Autumn, what are you naturally good at? You're naturally good at helping people. You're naturally good at being the assistant. You're passionate. You love connecting with people and learning more about people and helping people. And you do it for free. You'd help people for free. And then what challenges do you want to help solving for others? So what is the challenge you want to help solve for others?
I kind of see digital marketing and ads, which could be totally
Mhm,
wrong,
mhm,
but for me, I see digital marketing and ads as helping people grow their business, helping people grow their business, but help people return more revenue to their business, more
Have
increase
a
their
return on the investment.
that's kind of where I see it. But then also, I don't know if you realize with digital marketing, you also have a math component to it because you look at a spreadsheet, you have to keep track of spreadsheets of who you talk to as a client, what ad campaigns you're currently running, why are you running this ad campaign? And it leads into SMART goals because SMART goals are a big part of being an advertiser. And so it's just all of it's like conjoined. Because see, I tried to do accounting last year, but accounting I love because of the math component, but I'm not really good at finances, but I love the math component. But whereas digital marketing, you combine the math, creativity, and the all of it combined creates
Right.
a perfect win-win for me. That's kind of why.
Yes, I love that. I love that. I love that. So that is the skill, the passion, and the problem, what you're naturally good at, what you love doing even for free, and what problems you have to solve. Those are the seeds. Those are the seeds for your empire. You're going to plant those seeds. Those gifts that we're talking about, those are clues. Those seeds leave clues to what you're meant to build, right? And you mentioned something a moment ago that I was about to touch on, and I'm so glad that you mentioned it. SMART goals. So knowing your gifts is one thing. It is one thing to know your gifts, but if you actually want to turn them into a tangible business plan, a tangible business, that requires you to have a plan. That requires you to have a map. That's why this masterclass. And that's where SMART goals come in. SMART goals are essential. They are essential. Now, you can't just set a goal and then not do anything, like it's one thing to set the SMART goals. So we'll talk about setting the SMART goals. So what are SMART goals for those of you who are new to my world and new to SMART goals? I usually hammer in on the SMART goals. So SMART goals are specific. What do you actually want to achieve? You got to get specific about it. Measurable. How will you know that you've reached it? How do you measure that you've reached a milestone? Achievable. Is it realistic? Is it realistic that I'm doing this? Relevant. Does it align with the long-term vision? Okay. And is it time bound? When will you get it done? So an example would be if you were setting a goal to just let's see, I want to make money online. That is not a SMART goal. Well, it's a goal. It's not a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound goal, right? It's not, it's not measurable. You're not able to measure how you're going to get there. A SMART goal would look more like, I want to launch a paid workshop within the next 60 days and sell 10 spots at $97. Do you see the difference there? I want to make money online versus I want to launch a paid workshop within the next 60 days that has 10 spots for $97 a person. You have to break your goals down and you have to be very painfully specific. That way you can measure those milestones. So let's take a minute to work through this, Autumn. What exactly do you want to achieve?
What I exactly want to achieve is in the next 3 months, I want to get my digital marketing website up and launched. I want to in the next 3 months work on slowly starting off with Facebook ads and Instagram ads, and then slowly add in website development. That is kind of the general timeline.
Great.
That I have is next 3 months. But along with this, I really want to focus on building a solid brand or image
Identity
online. Well, I love the word brand because the brand means, well, you know what brand means, right? It's
Of course.
and so that's kind of the word I use because that's the word
Yeah. Well, your brand has an identity. There's the brand identity, and then there's your identity. As you can see, I've got my brand. It's very clear what my brand is. But then there's me and I have my identity. And so you and I have actually been doing a lot of work on the wellness foundations, right? Because those foundations are what help you to meet those SMART goals. So your goal that you set was SMART in the way that in the next 3 months, I want to build my online website, my online empire. So let's make it even more painfully specific. In the next 3 months, I will make a system to create my online empire, which includes my website and my coaching program. We don't know what the price will be at that time right yet, so we're not going to set that, but that can get as painfully specific as possible. So we're going to teach you, I don't know that you'll necessarily be coaching people, but you'll be consulting people on how to do these ads or running them for them if you want to do virtual assistants. So if you wanted to have a virtual assistance agency where you help other people, you would want to also set specific, measurable, attainable, achievable, relevant time-bound goals for that. So I want you guys to take a moment, if you're watching the replay, to set a SMART goal for the next 60 days. It's about getting clear and intentional, no more vague goals or endless planning. And for those of you who don't set goals, my argument to that is, how do you know what your destination is if you don't set one? You can't just aimlessly sail the seas. You have to have a destination. Okay. So we need to make sure that we break this down. Now, setting a goal is not going to help you get to the goal unless you do the thing, right? You have to do the things. You have to actually do the things. So what are the things? So how do we take those gifts and these goals and turn them into the dream plan? How do we make the roadmap that you can actually execute, right? Well, here's the simple blueprint. Make sure you write this down. Define your offer. What are you selling? Are you selling coaching? Are you selling a course, a service? Like for you, Autumn would be virtual assistants. That would be a service or a product. Choose your platform. Where are you going to sell it? Where are you going to sell this thing? Are you going to have Squarespace, YouTube, Facebook, all three? Kajabi. Choose your platform. High level. There's so many platforms out there. One thing I will say about all the platforms is there's not one right answer across the board. It really depends on your business, your budget, and your tech level, and what you're willing to do, like, and what you're willing to put up with. For example, a lot of people in the coaching collective use Go High Level or WordPress with LearnDash. Now, Go High Level and WordPress with LearnDash have really, really like steep learning curves. They're difficult to learn. They're difficult to do. So that being said, you want to make sure that you're getting into something that's at a tech skill level that you can actually do if you don't have a tech person. Because what if you don't have someone that could go in and fix your tech for you? What if you don't have someone to consult if you want to make a new, page within your website or add something? What if you do have someone and they're sick? Or what if you do have someone and they're busy or, whatever? You want to make sure that all your systems are set up in a way that you are able to manage them and not someone else, not rely on your virtual assistant, not rely on anything. Because the second we give our power away to our assistants and the people helping us, and we take our hands out of the business, as the second that we don't know really what's going on in the business. You really want to know what's going on in your business. And to do that, you have to choose a platform that you can run. And so I'm not coming at you, any of the programs that I have, they will be specific to platform. And so you can choose. There will be a Squarespace. My first program that's coming out, this is a Squarespace program for building platforms. If you want to build on Squarespace, this is the most simple, easiest way to build. If you are a professional, a teacher, a mother, you're too busy for stuff, you just don't have time to learn all the things, you're going to want to use an easy system. High level is not going to be for you. Ivory is not going to be for you. Ivory is just another Go High Level white label for those of you in the coaching industry. I'm not here to sell you one of my high level products. That's not what I'm doing. yes, I am a digital media agency, but I did white label with High Level for a moment. But the problem with that, and I'm just kind of going off on a tangent in the weeds over here for those of you who understand what High Level is, and you are trying to pick a platform. The danger of High Level is if a white labeled High Level platform is if those people go out of business, everything that you've built is at risk. Yes, High Level can go in and extract it and put it into a different thing, but everything that you've built is at risk. You want to make sure to build things and systems that are scalable and able to, like, going to always be there. You can guarantee that Squarespace will be there as long as the internet is on, unless something drastic happens. Wix, I hate Wix, but it will be there. It works GoDaddy, it will be there. You know, I don't know. High Level is relatively new, but the white labeling is just, I just would not if you were trying to, unless you really knew the person that was running it. That's a tangent. Anyways, we're gonna go back to the beginning here, because that is for higher level folks who are kind of in the tech world that understand what I'm saying there. So I'm going back to 101. So we're back to Business Empire 101. Your simple blueprint. We're going back to the dream plan, okay? So how do you take those gifts and turn those goals into a dream plan that you can actually execute? You want to define your offer. What's your offer? What are you selling? Is it a coaching course, a service, or a product? Are you selling all of those things? I sell all of those things. So I need a different sort of platform, right? And a different offer suite. That's your offer suite. Choose your platform. Where do you sell it? Squarespace, YouTube, Facebook. That's your online empire. Choose your pathway. How are people going to find you? Social media, email, ads, in person, networking events. How are people finding you? LinkedIn. How are they finding you? I try to do omnipresence. I try to be everywhere all at once so that people are always thinking of me. I try to have omnipresent marketing so people are always thinking of me. I'm constantly on Facebook. I'm constantly on TikTok, Instagram. You see me everywhere. YouTube, you are seeing me everywhere. That's omnipresent marketing. But choose your platform. We all have to start with one thing. One thing. Okay. Choose your pathway. So define your offer, choose your platform, choose your pathway, map your milestones. Key steps to reach your $1,000. The first milestone is $100. I make $100 online. Woo! Woo! Second milestone, 250. 250 is really easy. Really, really easy. Easier than 100, actually. 250 is like the easiest number. Everybody's got 250. You got 250? I got 250. I got 250. That's when you open up a membership and you charge 250 a month so that you have sustainable income. That comes later. That's like level 201. This is Online Empire level 101. This is the starting point, right? So simple blueprint. Define your offer. What are you selling? Is it coaching, course, service, product, all of it? What's your offer? We need one offer. You don't need the offer suite yet. Choose your platform. Where are you going to sell this thing? Are you going to have a website? Are you going to do it on Facebook? Are you going to do it on YouTube? Where are you selling it? Create your pathway. How will people find you? Social media, email, in person, ads, what? You need a network? Like, how do people get to know you? Then map your milestones. What are those key steps, those key milestones? $100. Make $100 online. 250. 500. 1,000, right? Write these things down. Your dream plan isn't about building everything all at once. You're not going to have your offer suite tomorrow. You're not going to have your website tomorrow. You just want to start with one thing at a time. One clear path to your first dollar online. We're just trying to make your first dollar, your first $100. If you're not comfortable asking for 100, ask for 50. I would never say to go below 27 if you're going to give anything. So Autumn, let's talk about the blueprint. What's your offer?
My offer is to run ads for people
Okay.
to make sure that they are back to SMART goals again, attainable, achievable, and time specific.
Time
That's
down and
like
relevant. Okay.
that's my first thing.
Okay. So where are you going to sell it?
I'm gonna do Facebook and Instagram are gonna be the two
Meta.
platforms I focus on first, Meta.
Perfect. And then how are people going to find you?
I'm currently working on building a Facebook page. People can go see my Facebook page.
Yep. Perfect. Perfect. And then what is your first milestone?
I don't have a milestone yet.
Let's set one right now. What will be your first milestone? What are you comfortable asking for, let's say, if you're going to be running ads, that requires a little bit more of a structure built. So what I would say is let's start with consultation. So the easiest way to do this would be to position yourself as an ads consultant. You are going to offer a one-time one-on-one consultation with you for, I don't know, what are you comfortable asking for? How much money?
Come, kind of give me an idea.
I'd say start at 49 to 97. An hour. This is for an hour of your time. What is an hour of your time worth long?
I would say about 97,
Good.
90,
Good job.
98.
Yes. An hour of our time is always worth 100. Perfect. Almost just under 100 psychology people's numbers, So we're going to do $97 an hour for a one-time consultation with Autumn to talk about your meta ad strategy. How's that sound?
That sounds really good. And then if people want me to do the actual ads for them,
Wait,
kind
nope. We don't go there yet. We're doing one thing at a time, one bite.
of.
One bite, one bite, one bite. You have to have enough case studies underneath you, and then you can launch your agency and start doing ads for people. So we don't want to put the cart before the horse. You have all these dreams. I love it. Super good. Write the dreams down. But what we're doing is we're extracting the dream with your gift, and we're combining this into an offer. Then we're going to test the offer to see if it works. Once you get your first milestone, you make that money. Then we go to the next part and we set that next milestone and we say, okay, that worked. Let's have this as our first offer in our offer suite, because you're going to have an offer suite. Your offer suite is going to include the consultation, the one-on-one 97. And then it's also going to include at some point a course where you teach people these things, where we record it. But then you're going to have an actual, you do the thing for them, right? That's going to require, that will be your highest level. Actually, your highest level will be the one-on-one and you run them. So it will basically look like this. They'll come in, this is your offer suite. And this is like class level 401 stuff. This is like we're kind of at the midpoint almost to the end of building your foundations for the online empire. You're going to start out with one offer. You're going to give them one offer, and that offer works. We love that offer. That is now your first offer in your offer suite. You're going to have a product suite, like a course library, like an offer suite. So you have that offer one-on-one with Autumn. And then the next thing is going to be the course, where you teach people, if you want to do that. This is just an idea, where you teach people about what you've learned. You record it. That's a little bit more expensive than the first one, which is 97. So we'll say 197 for the course. And then it goes up to, okay, you want me to run your ads? It's going to cost this much a month. And then you have a membership style thing where it costs this much a month. They pay you monthly to run their ads. After that, they can also do an up level to where they can run your ads and have weekly consultations or monthly or whatever. And then you have an even higher price point. And that's what is called an offer suite. So your dream plan is not about building all at once. We never do anything all at once. We don't just like drink all the water at once, right? We don't just drink it all at once. We take little sips till it's gone. And then we need more. And that is how we do everything. One step, one bite, one breath at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, one offer at a time, one client at a time. And eventually then it becomes, you're able to hold more because you've done it incrementally. And then you can hold more. And then you can have like group things where you bring more people in. in the past, I've had sessions like this where we've had like 10 people and we go around and around and around. But for what I wanted to do today, I really wanted to demonstrate pulling your dream out of you. And if there was someone else in here, I did have a few people that were going to join, but they did not, which is fine. Everything happens as it should. I would have done the same thing as an example of what their dreams were, and then we break it down. And that's what it's like to work with a coach. That's the importance of working with a coach like myself. We can see the things, your blind spots. They can see our blind spots. My coach is incredible. Like, I do not know where I'd be without her. I couldn't have done it. Couldn't have done it. Simply without every single coach that's ever been in my life, the top 3 that I've ever had, have impacted me so greatly that I will never be the same person ever again. Thank you so much, Des. Thank you so much, Melanie. Thank you so much, Yuri. Thank you so much, Errol. Actually, I've had 4 of them. They're wonderful. Like, wonderful coaches. Couldn't ask for better. So now that we have some clarity on our gifts, on your gifts, Autumn, and a basic plan, like that was really quick, right? We just kind of did that. We're going to put it into a powerful, simple statement that defines your empire. So this is called an empire identity statement. This is actually a brand identity statement. This is something that my coach has us do. My coach is Des Dobreve. She's the branding queen. She's fabulous. Like, I've learned more than I could ever imagine from her and Melanie from Alpha Femme. So we're going to create the empire identity statement. The empire identity statement is basically like an elevator pitch, but it's helping you to define your target market, figure out who you're serving, and embody that into your essence of who you are. So I want you to complete this sentence, Autumn. And I want those of you who are watching the replay to write this down and complete it in the comments. I help who do what so they can result. An example would be, I help busy professionals map out the life of their dreams so that no, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. Hold on, Autumn. I'm trying to think of one for you, but why don't you think of it?
I help people map out their business goals so they can achieve more goals.
I help professionals.
I help professionals
With ads,
with
meta ads.
With ads.
So
they can grow their businesses.
Yeah, so they can grow. They can have more clients. Yeah. That's very simple. It's a lot simpler than mine. Another example would be like my first empire statement was, I help busy moms and professionals simplify their nutrition so they can lose weight without stress. That was my very first identity statement. And now mine's shifting, right? So mine would be, I help new entrepreneurs create simple systems and websites so they can start making money online quickly. So you want to write that down in the sentence. I help who do what so they can result. Take a moment, everyone, to write that down, your empire identity statement. Share it in the comments, share it in the group. Wherever you're at, I want you to share it. I want you to keep it and hold on to it. I held on to my very first identity statement, my branding statement, just so that I could see how it's changed. And like I said, this is how it's changed. I help busy moms simplify their nutrition so they can lose weight without stress. And now it went from that, in the years that I've been doing that, to helping I help new entrepreneurs and professionals create simple online systems and websites so they can start making money online. Very different, but that's how the evolution over time can shift your business and shift your perspective. So where you start now isn't where you're going to end, but it's a great offer and it's a great starting point, right? So after you've written this down, I want you guys to hold on to that, save it in the comments, and I want you to meditate on this when we're done. And I want you to realize it's the core of your brand and your business. It's not just a statement, okay? So your statement needs to be clear, no jargon, say what you do. It needs to be concise, one sentence, no fluff, compelling. You want to focus on the result that you're helping people achieve. And if you're watching the replay, you can always press pause and write your statement. Okay, so that's been a lot. How do you feel? How does everybody feel? How do you feel, Autumn?
I feel good.
Do you feel better than when we started?
Yeah.
How'd you feel when we got started this morning? Because I know this morning you were a little bit anxious about doing this.
I feel good. It's just, I heard the greatest quote yesterday about anything. And I don't know if it's a quote or a story, but think of the story of the person who was digging for diamonds and they were so close and they quit. It's just, I guess
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is it's just a process.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
the second quote I heard was just keep doing the mundane till the mundane produces.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. There was one Melanie had said that has always stuck with me. You'll wonder how to do it until you wonder how you did it. Right? You wonder how to do it until you wonder how you did it. And the thing that we need to remember is that this entire process, it's about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's not actually about like, okay, so you get $1 million. What then? What fucking then? Like, you have the million. What then? Like, what then? You have it. You have it all. It goes back to purpose. Everything always goes back to what's your purpose? What's your dream? What's your dream? What's your dream? What you dreaming about? Like, what's your dream? Okay. So, like, we always get caught up in this story of, I don't have enough money. This is about money, 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 money. Fuck the money. This is not about money. I don't do this for money. I do not do this for money. I show up every day for my show, Rise and Shine with Morning Moon. I show up every morning because I want to help people. I show up every morning because I have people in my inbox saying to me, I feel like crap. I want to kill myself. I want to just be done. I have people tell me that all the time because of my experience with suicide loss. And then I see people like some of our friends, they've lost their children like to suicide and like so much loss and pain and just hurt in this world. That is why I do what I do. That's why I'm doing this. That is why I'm reaching out through the internet and I'm saying, I'm grabbing you. I'm saying, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What's your dream? How can you help someone today? How can you get outside of yourself to build an empire that can help others? The empire is not just for us. We don't build Oz so that we can enjoy it. We build Oz so that people can come and be a part of it and be a part of something bigger. This is for me. This is for you, for us. This is for you. This is for me. This is for you. This is for us. This is for us all. This is not just for me. Like, why? What's the point if you're just doing it for you? This is so boring. So you guys have done amazing today. This has been a lot. I know you're feeling a little bit better, Autumn. I'm so glad. And then tomorrow we will be here again, and I will be talking about how to choose the right platform for your business without the tech overwhelm. Because there's this whole part that's like, yeah, but you said you were going to teach me about how to build an online empire. Yes, I'm going to give you the tools. But first you have to extract what it is you're teaching, right? So I'm going to talk to you about how to choose the right platform for your business, the differences between the platforms, because there's like 700 million of them, why you would choose which ones, right? How to identify a profitable niche and attract your first clients. If you know your gifts, let's look at the niche that you're going to be able to niche into, right? And then the secrets to a high converting online presence. How do you show up online? What does an online identity look like? How do you want to be seen in the world? Do you want to show up as like the way you've always been, or do you want to show up as the most powerful version of yourself, accentuating the best parts of you so that everybody can learn, grow, and walk shoulder to shoulder with us in our best selves together? That is what this is all about. That is what it's being a high converting online presence. You're here to shift lives. We are here to shift. We are game changers. Those of you who are stepping into the online empire, you're game changers. We don't fit in a box. We are the weirdos. We are Misfit Island over here, and I am calling you. I'm calling you. If you're the misfit, if you're the person that doesn't fit in the box, you're like, but Lacy, I don't even know what my gifts are, but I just want to help people. I am for you. I am here for you. I want to help you. And I want to help grab you, take you, pull you. Let's go up the mountain together. And let's change the world and create a generational ripple effect that shifts lives, shifts nations, shifts empires. Empires rise and empires fall. And the things that people remember about them are not like what you would think. You have no idea if how you show up in the world today will come back centuries later. We have no idea. So stop acting small. Stop acting like you don't matter because you do. Your story matters. It matters. Your story matters. Autumn, your story matters, girl. Your story matters. I have known Autumn. You guys, I gotta tell you, I've known Autumn since second grade. And this is a real big pleasure to work with her. She came to me. She's been watching me. She knows my mom. Her mom's friends with my mom. That's real scary for me if you know my mom. But Autumn came to me. She was ready. She was ready to step into her new identity, share her gifts, and just stake her claim in the online world. And if you are ready and you're that person, you've always felt like you don't fit in anywhere and nobody fucking understands you, I get you. I'm not judging you. I'm not going to be here to tell you where you went wrong or nothing. We all have a story. We all have a past. We all have shit. We will never pretend in this collective to be perfect. That's not who we are. We are not perfect. We are going through it every single day. But we're still showing up. And that is what matters. Okay? So you guys have done amazing today. We're going to talk about the platforms, the niches, converting into an online presence, all the cool things. And if you want to dive even further, day 3, I'm going to share more and more about the online group coaching program that we're going to meet weekly for masterminds, accountability, co-working sessions. That way you can actually build your business with my help step by step. I will be there every step of the way to help you, but the power's in your hands. I'm not building it for you. I'm just helping you. It's all yours, baby. All yours. I'm just here holding your hand, being the cheerleader, loving you through it. So if you want it done for you, I do have that option. I've got something special for you, but I'll get to that on day 3 because we're wasting time and time is precious. Can't get it back. There's never any pressure to join any of my stuff. Just know that it's here for you. I'm pulling you in. If you want to come join me, come on, let's go. We're going on the hike up the mountain of self and development and love and identity. It's just wonderful. Well, not just wellness. It is all wellness, the foundations. So this is your reminder again to anchor in if you haven't already anchored into your daily wellness foundations and the group Rise and Shine with Morning Moon. All right. Before we wrap up, I'm going to give you one more time your tasks for the day. Write down your empire identity statement in the comments or post it in the group. Keep it handy for tomorrow. Review your SMART goals. Make any adjustments you need. Bring them with you. Check the guides section in the Morning Moon, Rise and Shine with Morning Moon group to go over your foundations in the Release Masterclass. The Release Masterclass is free in this group. It is $97 for the whole course right now until it goes away. It's going away. So you might want to grab that up before it's gone because it's going to go. It's going to go. We're going to do something different. So, all right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Autumn, this was great. Thank you so much for being the guinea pig and showing your stuff and jumping into the online empire and being vulnerable enough. I can never talk to share your story with everyone. Thank you. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow at around noon Pacific Standard Time. Have a wonderful day and keep building. Well, I should have said keep dreaming. That's okay. Yay. Fuck.
That was rough, Lacy.
It was fucking rough. That's okay. No one cares. Like, that's the thing is, like, most people don't watch these, and then they watch, like, 5 minutes of it. It's okay. What was that rough for you?
It wasn't rough for me, but for, like, certain parts, was like, but it was just learning how to talk on a live thing, Lacy.
Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, it was rough for you to learn to talk.
Yeah, and what to say. But it's a new habit. It's
Yeah.
always rough in the beginning. The first time you do it, it's not the glorious.
You did great. You did great. You're totally fine.
Well,
You're
thank
totally
you,
fine. You did
Lacy.
so good. You did so good. And this is what I'm talking about um when I'm talking about showing up in these containers